The question today is it truly possible to be happy? Well, with the American dream of money, being famous, and more money. But is that really happiness? Today we're going to talk about the Great Gatsby.
So the Great Gatsby, we're introduced to a community of millionaires, basically, who seem to be happy. For the American dream, would be completely happy because they're loaded with money and they basically have every single thing they could possibly want. But yet they don't. As we begin to find out, each character has something they want that they cannot obtain themselves. Gatsby, one of the main characters, wants Daisy. And Daisy just wants money, so it kind of works out. But when Daisy says, "Oh, you want too much," she cried to Gatsby. "I love you now, isn't that enough? I can't help what's past." She began to sob helplessly. "I did love him once, but I love you too." Does Daisy not know what she wants? Or does Gatsby not know? Gatsby's still living in his past, which makes him think that Daisy is the only way for him to find true happiness. She was his golden age, his time of the biggest joy in his life. But is that what he really needs to be happy? He's trying to fill the void that's inside of him, that he only thinks Daisy is big enough to fill. But that's only because he brought her up to be that high. She's actually not. Also, Daisy thinks she's not happy because she's with Tom. But yet, even when she's able to leave Tom, she's still unhappy. Out of all the characters, the one character who seems to be the most happy is Nick Carraway. And why is he happy? Because he doesn't care about anything. About 99% of the time, he's drunk out of his mind and doesn't know what's happening. Is that the only way to be happy? You have no idea what's happening around you, that everything seems to be turning upside down. Think of all the problems we have in this world. Poverty, starvation, just the evil that exists in our society. How can anyone possibly be happy when all we do is want? It's in our nature to want something we don't have. And as soon as Gatsby found Daisy, he didn't want her anymore. We just want the challenge. We just don't know what we want. They weren't happy. Neither of them had touched the chicken or the ally, and yet they weren't unhappy either. There was an unmistakable air of natural intimacy about the picture, and anybody would have said that they were conspiring together. Like, clearly, does no one know what they really want? This whole time, Daisy has been sneaking around trying to get Gatsby, but yet now she still wants Tom. Is the jail just trying to tell us something? Be satisfied with what you have and don't want what others have? Everyone dreams of being rich and having a famous life, but no one thinks of the consequences. Having someone follow you around like, hey, can I take your picture? Would get pretty annoying if you asked me. But what do we truly want then? I think everyone just wants a meaning in life, something to strive for and try to get. Who wants to sit around doing the same thing every single day? Everyone has a different dream they're trying to work to. It's being a musician, a baseball player, or even a basketball player. Some people want to be a painter, a teacher, or a writer. There's over 1 million possibilities of what people could be, and yet no one knows what they really want. They might think they do, but do they really know? Because when they get to the point, which way are they going to choose? Are they going to want what they finally got, or do they want the challenge? Like, who is truly happy with their job? Yeah, some people enjoy going to work, but does that mean there's no flaws whatsoever? Can reality ever compare what I think about while I'm sleeping here? No. We always want more than what we have. Reality is just not enough to satisfy the human soul, which is why we created religion too. Whatever we can't have ourselves, he can. We need something to look forward to when our life ends. Who wants to be told, yeah, you're going to die and live in the ground for the rest of your life? Is that happy? Not really, and no one wants to be told it because of that exact reason. We all pretend to be something which we believe will eventually make us happy. Which is like the domino effect, because as each person tries to be someone they're not, they become more and more stressed, making them more unhappy. Gatsby believed in the green light, the gastic future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and one fine morning, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. Basically, Nick's telling us that you gotta try harder every single day, but get nowhere. Because every day, you gotta hope and hope that you're gonna change, but eventually, we all die. Is that really what Nick believes in? Was Gatsby lost in his own sea of mind? Nick is basically saying the only way to be happy is to forget about everything that's happened, continue to try harder, and eventually everything will come to an end, and you wouldn't have to worry about any sadness or stress that may have occurred. Because we're all hopelessly just continuing on our own path to nothing. The only way Gatsby could stay happy was to always hope for tomorrow that something would change, but it never did.